Hi everyone, it's Marie and welcome to another video. So this is actually everything I took with me when I did the Great Walk of Fraser Island. This was actually my second ever multi-day hike. The first one I did in New Zealand, it was the Abel Tasman, and it was 3 nights and 4 days. However, this one happens to be 8 days and 7 nights. So this is a much longer hike that I'm doing, so a lot more stuff has to be taken. So without further ado, let's just get into showing you what I packed, and then at the end I'll talk about maybe things I would have packed differently or other things I would do next time I do a multi-day hike. So let's go. So this is everything that I'm taking with me on the hike. I'm still in 2 frames as to whether to take 2 mats or not. Kind of unnecessary, but I'm thinking comfort here. I have a mat, a tent, a sleeping bag, 2 extra blankets because it's really cold here right now. Got some Solomon trail running shoes. I really could do with a good pair of hiking boots that are waterproof and for ankle support, but I just don't have them, and I really don't want to buy some right now just for this hike. Also some Tiva sandals, which I really recommend. Some fluffy socks, bag of oranges and apples, a carrier bag for my rubbish, a bag full of cereal bars, hiker's trail mix, sardines and tuna for evening meals, another bag of cereal bars. I don't even know what's in here. Oh, this is a ton of socks and underwear in here, a bikini because there are lakes, bags to put things in, 2 tank tops, 3 sports bras, a pair of black long leggings, a pair of short black shorts and a pair of like biker shorts, toothbrush, razor and 2 antibacterial wipes, drinking bottle plus life straw because we need to, basically the water's not safe to drink, a bag full of medication, ibuprofen, paracetamol, band-aids, that kind of thing, homemade insect repellent, some deodorant, some tea tree oil, which can also be used as insect repellent, I think, antibacterial cream, toothpaste, hand sanitizer, sunscreen lotion, spare water just in case, some shower jelly in case I find a shower, a towel and like face cloth, some bank cards which I'm trying to block out so you can't see them, yeah, sunscreen, sunglasses, obviously my mobile phone, some cables, power bank, rain cover for my backpack, jogger trousers and a hoodie. That's everything. And then we've got my backpack, which is from Kathmandu. I'll link the kind of backpack it is. The Overland 55 litre one. Probably would not recommend this as the best backpack for a multi-day hike, but I got it on a very good deal at the last minute, and Kathmandu is the only store available for me to buy a backpack from at such short notice in Hervey Bay, so there we go. But I'll let you know how it goes anyway. And a waterproof rain jacket as well from Kathmandu, which I got in a sale a long time ago. Without further ado, let's get all this stuff packed away. If there's anything I would say from my experience of doing multi-day hikes, get a good sleeping bag. This is also Kathmandu. I'm not like a big Kathmandu fan or anything, I promise. It's just that I happen to get amazing deals on all this stuff, and I actually got this for free at a festival, so you can't say no to a free Kathmandu sleeping bag. Either way, it's a really good sleeping bag. It's so warm. This is actually not the cover it comes in. Like I said, I got it for free, so I just stuffed it in this cover here, but this is a really good sleeping bag, and I highly, highly recommend a good sleeping bag if you're doing an overnight. Same with a good pad to sleep on, honestly, it just makes a difference, and you can never take too many blankets, in my opinion, honestly. It gets so cold. And a pair of fluffy socks are so needed, honestly. Anyway, yeah, let's get packing. Hello, okay, so I'm just gonna pack all my stuff away now and see how it all fits in the bag. I've already done this once, so see how it goes. I guess I should also mention that I'm wearing a long sleeve cotton t-shirt, like long sleeve shirt. I'm wearing a sports tank top kind of thing, and some short leggings too, which are also clothes I'll be taking with me on the hike. So I'm going to put the tent in first because I want it inside my bag, the sleeping bag. So the big things that I'm glad I took. I'm so glad I took my Kindle with me because it was so nice to have a book to read. Also, it was so nice to have a book to read in the tent at night that lit up. I didn't have to kind of shine a torch on my book. I was able to just read it. The negative, obviously, is that you have to keep charging it, which brings me on to point 2. I'm so glad I took my power bank with me. That charged my phone quite a few times, it charged my GoPro a few times, and it charged my Kindle as well. If I could give myself advice, or for next time I do a great walk, I would take 2 or 3 power banks, because this was an 8-day trip, and yeah, 1 power bank wasn't enough. For a 3-day trip, it definitely would be. For a week-long trip, you really need 2 or 3 power banks to get yourself through, if you're planning on using anything like your phone, your GoPro, and that kind of stuff. Which brings me on to point number 3. My GoPro. GoPro batteries do not last long at all. I had 2 fully charged GoPro batteries and they were both dead by the end. In fact, that was also with charging both batteries, I think, once. So I had in total 4 GoPro batteries and they still didn't last me for the whole week. So I would say definitely take like 2, 3, 4, 5 GoPro batteries depending on how long you're going to be. I'd say at least have 1 battery per day or per every other day, depending on how much you're planning to film. But honestly, I would just take as many as you can because I think you need to be able to have battery power for your GoPro. So if there's something that I would have not taken, it would have been all of the clothes I took. I always go overboard on clothes and I knew this when I was packing. I always have too many clothes. So yeah, take less clothes. Seriously, you wear the same things every day anyway. I mean, this was a week-long hike, so maybe 1 change of things to change into. Say if it's really rainy or cold, you know you want layers. Layers are important, but you don't need like a pair of leggings, a pair of other leggings, and a pair of trousers and 2 pairs of shorts. Like, that's not needed. 1 pair of shorts, 1 pair of leggings, a pair of sweatpants, that's it. Don't take anything else. Seriously, you wear the same thing every day anyway. Other thing I would have done differently is I would have taken less of the same cereal bars. Oh my god, I could not touch granola or trail mix for a month after, you know, after this trip. Literally, I had the same granola bar brand the whole week and I thought that honestly it would be good to have less variety because I'll eat better. No, it just makes you not want to eat anything. Seriously, take different kinds of granola bars and do yourself a favor, take yourself a bar of chocolate. Literally, I didn't take chocolate because I wanted so hard to be healthy. By like day 7, you just want a freaking bar of chocolate, so just take it. Let yourself have something nice as well. One thing I'm really glad I took was the tuna. Having a tin of tuna every night was so nice to look forward to. I would say take more savory than sweet. At least for me, I find that having sweet stuff is good. It's nice to have a bit of, you know, sweet granola bars and stuff while you're there, but honestly sometimes it's nice just to have some chips to snack on. Me personally, I got sick of all the sweet. I think it was all them cereal bars, they just were too much for me. So yeah, I would definitely say take some more savory snacks too, because I kind of didn't take so many. And another thing I noticed on this hike is that actually it's good to not have waterproof boots. My shoes are not waterproof and I thought that would be a bit of an issue on this sand island. But actually, it turned out that having non-waterproof shoes is really a blessing because then your feet don't get really sweaty, and if water does get in them, they dry out so easily. The 2 girls I was hiking with had waterproof boots, and you find that once water gets in your shoes, it's very hard for them to get out, and it's hard for them to dry overnight when they're waterproof because the moisture just stays in just as much as it tries to keep it out. Whereas because I had waterproof shoes, I found that it was much easier for them to dry out overnight. It was much easier to shake sand out of them. I would say waterproof shoes, I would say non-waterproof shoes are the way to go. I actually had a pair of trail runners, which aren't the best. I would say that you should probably take a good pair of boots with ankle support. I didn't have any, I didn't want to go out and buy some before I did this hike, but yeah, next time I would take a pair with ankle support. But I think that actually non-waterproof shoes are a good idea as well. Okay, so I'm gonna end this video here. I hope that you enjoyed seeing what I took with me to Fraser Island for the Great Walk. I'm actually planning to do the Great Ocean Road Walk here in Australia. I'm planning to do the Blue Mountains Great Walk as well, and there are a few others that you can do too. There's one in Tasmania which sounds incredible, so I'm definitely going to do that. I'm going to be doing more in New Zealand as well, more in Europe, maybe some in America, who knows. There's so many to go. There's also ones that you can do in Peru and in obviously South America, in Nepal as well. Oh my god, there are so many big hikes that I'm going to be doing in my lifetime, so I'm going to obviously be showing them all on this channel. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button to see more about not just hiking but also about working online, digital nomad life, traveling the world. I've been traveling for 3 years now. I have absolutely no plans to stop soon, and I obviously share the whole journey and all the tips and advice I can give everyone along the way. So without further ado, I'm going to end this here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.